So let's continue. In this video, we are supposed to get into 10 stack query, meaning that we are ready to take the data to the backend or API. But the problem is we don't have the API. So in this video, we are going to set up an API route for sign up form. We are not going to get into details in it because it's going to be a long module. We are going to create it only for the sake of receiving data from the front end and logging it. Without wasting time, let's just jump straight into it. So what we are going to do now, we want to go to our folder structure. Okay. When it comes to API routes, they are always inside the app. And in this app, they are inside API. That means they are in the same parent folder with these ones. So let's just create a folder here called API. Okay. This is going to be an API route. Okay. The same way in which we did with auth, okay, we are going to do the same thing here. We are going to have a route group called auth, okay, and then inside auth we want to have a file called route.ts, okay. Okay, so just like in pages, okay, this is some sort of mandatory, or it's strictly it must be like this. Just like with pages, inside that folder there must be a page.tsx. In API route there must be route.ts. Okay, I think that's one is clear. So with Next.js, when it comes to API route, let me first clarify that this is going to run on a server. It's not in the UI at all. It's not here. Okay. The UI will send the data to this route. That means it's sending the data into the server. Okay. So as much as these files, they are inside one folder, meaning that this acts as a Node.js server. But when this is running, some modules, they run in a server and some they are in your browser. Okay. I hope you get that one. So what we want to do here, in terms of HTTP, we've got post, we've got patch, we've got put, we've got delete. So which one are we going to use here? We are going to use post. So how do you create a post route or a method that accept an HTTP post request? So first of all, we need to export it. Okay. Export, and then it has to be an async function. Okay, as you can see, this AI is completing things for us, doing some autocomplete. Okay, let me just close this here. Is this a function? Where is the okay, now I see. Okay, so this is not an arrow function, because I was going to ask myself, where is the arrow then? Okay, so this is just a function. Okay, so let me just hit enter so that this can disappear. I don't want it. I'm not sure why this keeps on suggesting things. Okay, let's continue. So what I have just did, I have created a function called post, which is all in capital letters. Next.js prefer it that way. Okay, this function will receive a request. Okay, so whenever we hit this endpoint, it will receive that request. Okay, I don't think we have imported a request. Where is this getting what can I say, where is it getting this from? Okay, so meaning that the API has fooled us here. We don't want any type of request, but we want a next request. Maybe this request is for Node. Okay, maybe Node as a, let's say, as an operating system has this and it's globally available, but for us we don't want this. We want a next request. Okay, we want a next request. Therefore, okay, as you can see, it's being imported from next request. So let me go back to what I was explaining. So we are declaring and exporting. Okay, these method must be exported. Okay, so I'm declaring and exporting a post method that will receive okay, let's say a dependency, which is going to be a next request. Okay, what is a request? It's some sort of all the data that will be collected from the client. Obviously, maybe as a beginner, you might think that this data is going to be the name, the email. Let me just help you. It's not that only. It's a lot of things. Okay, there is information about the client, the browser, the IP address, the headers, the token, the cookies. It's a lot of things, but you will see as we are some sort of working with. Okay, so why this is async? Some other methods that we are going to execute here are methods that are going to take time to process. It's not guaranteed that as soon as you hit that method, it's going to, what can I say, respond with data. So we are going to await those methods because they take time. So let's get into it. So now that we have this route, that means we can hit it. How do we get the data from the UI then in this route? So let's type here const let's say request body is equal to await request.json. This AI is too clever and is doing things for me. Okay, so let's continue using it. So const request body. Okay, when we are sending data from here, we are going to put it in a body. Okay, and we are going to get this from request.json. So meaning that this request has an object, okay, which is JSON, that is, sorry, has got what can I say, an object that has got a lot of things inside it. It has got JSON. So the data that we are going to send here, we are going to get it from what? From request.json, and it's going to be here. So what are we going to do with it? Okay, what I want to do, I don't only want to console log it, because now we need to handle things differently. Let's just return the data as it is. Okay, for instance, let's just type here return. Okay, so what we want to return the data as it is. So let's return next response. Okay, next response, this is also coming from next, as you can see, and next response.json. The AI is completing things for us. I think it's doing the right job. Let's just hit that one. So return next response.json. This is a valid response. So meaning that as soon as we hit this endpoint, it will receive the data and it will send it back to us. Next respond, it will send the message, receive data. I'm happy with this. It makes sense. Let me just add this back end. Okay. Okay, backend receive data, and the data is going to be the request body. I'm happy with this. This makes sense to me. At least it will enable us to proceed with 10 stack query here. So meaning that we will test if everything is successful. Okay, so that means we're not going to do a lot of things. What else do we want to do here? I don't think there is anything that we want to do for now. We are not going to handle any errors for now. I think that's about it. This is some sort of a short way, a simple API route, okay, that will receive request here, and then it's going to take the data from that as a request body, and then let me just for checking console.log. Okay, as you can see, thanks to the AI request body. Okay, I don't want that. Let me hit enter. Okay, enter. I don't want it to suggest things. Why now? Okay, click save. Okay, so as you can see, we are going to receive the request body and we are going to console log it as it is, and then we are going to return a response from a server with this structure. I think this is clear enough so that we can see if we are doing the right thing on the UI. Okay, I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. In case you might want to create a code, you've got a business and you're a freelancer, please come here. I have got this tech startup which has got 336 users and 100 companies. Please come here and support this platform as well. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.